Hi, this is Eric Allen with the Physics of Consciousness channel. In this video, I will show you a more complex example of a resonant machine, one that takes the resonant desk example from the second video one step further. Also, I introduce a central concept I call the hum. I'm shooting this video from my front porch studio in the Sacred Valley outside of Cusco, Peru. This example takes the form of a reciprocating internal combustion gasoline engine. The harmonic resonance of the crankshaft with the pistons, the engine block, the camshaft, the valves, their spring returns, the inflow of fuel and air, the outflow of the exhaust, and the timing of the sparks. All of these things work in concert to create a resonant system that will demonstrate a more complex example of how resonances work together to create a hum. There are peaks in the RPM where the power and the torque curves are at their peaks, where everything is resonating in synchrony, where the engine hums in this highly harmonic resonant state. Alter the inputs or the outputs and the system will fall away from resonance. If one could on the fly alter any of the resonant components, one could cause the system to fail, or even catastrophically. Conversely, altering certain resonances could improve the function of the system, causing it to function at even a higher resonance, greater power, a greater harmonic state. Granted, it's a simple system, but there are multiple resonances all working together synchronously that make up the simple set of harmonics that make the system work. The harmonic energetic hum of the system is necessary to the functioning of the entire system. One can think of this peak resonant state as being the soul or the consciousness of this engine. Note that the hum is not a single frequency, but rather a set of all the harmonic frequencies that are the result of combining all of the frequencies of the performing engine. This brings us to consciousness and inanimate matter. From the engine example, I extend this conjecture and suggest that every resonant inanimate object can contain and re-radiate a set of resonant frequencies of the hum. These frequencies may not be complex, but they do exist within the matter of any object that has borders or boundaries. The captured frequencies come from the inherent vibrations contained within the system that surrounds it, such as the planet, a star, a plasma cloud, the galaxy within which it's contained. Rocks have boundaries, planets have boundaries, stars have boundaries. Earth rings like a bell, as Tesla said. Earth is a complex set of rock, liquid, solids, gases, and plasmas, including all four states of water, gaseous and plasma atmosphere. Every frequency of vibration that can exist exists in the liquids, solids, and gases and plasmas of this planet. The same applies to all of the planets and bodies within this solar system. Our current star itself is largely plasma. It has observable harmonic starquakes within it. It too can resonate with harmonic frequencies available to it. Earth is connected to our star via Birkeland currents, which are concentric twisting cylinders of plasma carrying electric current. Currents generate magnetic fields and constrain the plasma layers that keep the streams distinct and separate, even though they are mutually attracted to each other. I will explain what plasmas are in a later video in a way that everyone can understand. It is the predominant form of matter in the universe. In fact, it's over 99% of the condensed matter that we can see in the universe is in the plasma form, not in the neutral form. Plasmas are a necessary part of explaining how the hum is transmitted throughout the universe. Earth is connected to our star is connected to the spiral arms of our galaxy, and our galaxy is connected to other galaxies in clusters and superclusters. And it turns out that those are in fact connected to each other. So within our universe, Everything is connected together via these plasma currents and plasma magnetic fields. Only in the last decade has radio astronomy shown us that every body in the universe is connected via these Birkeland currents. So there are no isolated islands of rock or star in space. It's all connected. So this brings us to matter and vibrational energy that it contains. Matter does not exist without the vibrational energy that is contained within it. The vibrational energy contained in matter is the basis of consciousness. Trying to find and define consciousness through chemical processes in the brain, I feel, will never be successful, because consciousness is not a chemical process. Consciousness is vibrational energy that is enabled by the matrix of matter. So the matrix of matter to consciousness is very necessary, but it does not create consciousness itself. It is the matrix within which consciousness flows, which within it consciousness is embodied. Studying matter and chemistry alone will never yield the understanding of consciousness, because matter and chemistry is only half of the picture. Consciousness is the vibrational energy enabled by the matrix of matter. The cool thing about this is where matter exists, consciousness also exists. The fact that the universe exists means that consciousness must exist, from the very simple to the extraordinarily complex. Consciousness is not an accidental occurrence on a lonely, isolated planet in the universe. Consciousness is everywhere, all the time. It has always been here, and it always will be here. This energy, whether simple or complex, I have been calling the hum. The collection of all the vibrations in the universe is what some would call God. I call this collection of vibrational energies the hum, because the term God is such a highly overloaded word. And I don't want to bring all of that other meaning into it, because I want to understand it from the physics level. So key points from this video are: the entire universe is made of matter. Matter does not exist without vibrational energy. The existence of matter requires the existence of consciousness. It's not an accident. Vibrational energy collects within resonant cavities and radiates from those cavities. Now, when I say cavity, I don't mean like the hollow cavity of our skull, bouncing sound waves around inside of it. These vibrational energies exist down on the molecular and atomic level, and I'm going to explain more about that in future videos. More complex matter, in this example, a machine such as a reciprocating internal combustion engine, has many different resonances. What it can capture, generate, and re-radiate is the hum of that machine. And finally, the existence of vibrational energy contained within the matter of the universe, I'm calling the hum. So what's coming in future videos? Okay, you might think this is the end, but I'm just getting started. I've already mapped out at least 10 more videos explaining the hows of the following things. How biological systems work. They are orders of magnitude more complex than machines, or of rocks, or of simple resonant bodies. And down on the molecular level, you will see the very complex availabilities of resonances that can be held within those systems. How the hum is transmitted to resonant systems that can capture and contain the energy of the hum. How the energy of the hum is modified during one's lifetime, or the lifetime of any conscious being or conscious thing. How that energy is never lost but becomes part of the hum, the energy that is contained within the matter that makes up the universe. How knowledge, say, of how to build a nest, organize a colony, for example, is kept within the stream of the hum and is propagated for organisms that need to know that knowledge. How knowledge is kept and transmitted everywhere in the universe where life exists. How biological systems tend toward higher complexity and therefore higher levels of consciousness. How that implies that the hum becomes more complex as time progresses, and we're a part of that complexity. Humans here, and I guess humans everywhere else in the universe. That knowledge is shared, and it's kept and stored within the hum. I'm going to do a couple of videos on entheogens and explain how the matrix that is set up with the molecules of entheogens create a resonant cavity in our brains that enable us to connect to the greater consciousness of the hum. There's things you see in entheogenic journeys that are not actually transformations of the matter, but what you see are the manifestations visually of the hum itself. I also want to explain how reincarnation works and how it might be different from how you might think it works today. Or maybe you don't think it works, but I want to at least relate to you how I believe that it works. The quantum mechanical basis for why time is unidirectional. Time travels in one direction, and quantum physics actually prevents it from being played backwards. I'll go into why this is relevant for the non-existence of the Big Bang and why the universe has always been here and always will be here. I'm also going to explain details of how the universe did not start with the ultimate order of a singularity, the ultimate black hole that blew up, and that ever since that time the universe is winding down into an entropically cold, dark randomness. And quantum physics actually prohibits such a possibility. So the universe will always be here. And there's much more that I've not mentioned yet, so stay tuned. Cool? I think it's pretty exciting. Okay, until the next video, if you like this one, please click the like button down below, subscribe to the channel, and consider donating to our work here in Peru. The links are listed below. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.